Alan, I love that tutorial video that you posted on Monday about how to kind of make clones in your videos. I've just been trying to do that on Sony Vegas today, but I couldn't find the mask tool that you were talking about, so I haven't managed to do it yet. But I think it's just a matter of kind of, I don't know, searching on Google to find out where to find the mask tool in Sony Vegas. So hopefully I'll be able to do some cloning maybe next week. Also, Alan, I believe it's your birthday tomorrow, so I just wanted to say happy birthday. And I got a cookie for your birthday. Unfortunately, I think that if I send this to you in the post, by the time it actually gets to America, it'll either be squashed or just very, very out of date. So instead, I'm just going to eat the cookie now. But at least this way, you get to see me eating the cookie, which is kind of a present in itself to you, because you get to see how much I'm enjoying it. Talking about things getting mangled and broken in the post, I got sent this mug by YouTube today, and it's a pretty awesome mug. It says user-generated coffee, and then it's got the little YouTube logo down at the bottom. The only bad thing about it is, though, that it got broken in the post on the way to me, so instead of having a handle, I just have two stubs, so I can't actually drink from it properly. Which is a bit lame, but still it was rather nice of YouTube to send me a mug, so I'm not going to complain that it's broken. I'm just going to enjoy looking at it and just knowing that YouTube cares about me enough to send me a gift. Charlie, it was absolutely awesome that you got to go to that Zeitgeist function thing. I was really kind of happy that you got to go to it, although a little bit jealous as well. But yeah, it's always great and kind of a little bit surreal when you get invited to these big function things. I remember a few years ago, I was a financial director in a young enterprise business, and our company actually won an award for the best financially directed company in the Northeast. So obviously that kind of had a lot to do with me, obviously being the finance, I just said obviously twice in a row. So that had a lot to do with me being the finance director of the company. So there was this big conference held in the Northeast at this big fancy castle out in the countryside. And because we won the best financially directed company, I got to go to this function along with the managing director of the company. That was pretty cool to be invited along to that, so I know what it's like to go to something like that. So, Charlie, yeah, I'm dead happy that you got to go to Zeitgeist. Alex, I love that you kind of get excited about the smallest of things. Well, not the smallest of things, but like, you know, the notebooks that you got really excited about. I kind of think it's just so cool that you do kind of get so enthusiastic about things like that. And I also love the fact that when you showed us the YouTube notebook, you kind of opened it up and said, look at all the stuff that I've got inside it already. And it was just like a blank page. I think it was just because YouTube kind of made it look white when there was writing on the page. But I just thought it was funny that you were like, wow, look at all this stuff I've done inside the book. And like the book was blank. Alex, you also mentioned in your video about Vaguely Live Radio, and I just want to say that I'm a big fan of it. I think it's hilarious. You and Jimmy are both like comical geniuses. Or geniuses? Yeah, you guys are both really funny, so it's an awesome podcast. Todd, it's so cool that you got to go to Las Vegas, even though you had to work there. I just think Las Vegas is a cool place to go, and I went there when I was like 12 years old, but obviously that was so many years ago that I don't really remember a lot of it, so I would love to go back there one day. Obviously not to work there, but like if I could go there just on a little trip, that would be pretty cool. The final thing I want to talk about in this video today is Pokemon. I know in last week's video I mentioned that I was definitely going to get involved in the Pokemon challenge by this week, but I have a little confession to make. I didn't exactly do that, but I have a good reason for it. Yesterday, Todd, in your video, you kind of explained to me what Pokemon was about, and you said that it's basically these little characters that trainers catch and like put in these little balls, and then the only time they get to come out of these balls is to fight with each other. So, to me, that sounds a bit kind of sick and twisted, that you would catch these little innocent creatures and then make them fight with each other. I think that's totally inhumane, and it goes against all of my moral beliefs, so that's why I haven't got involved with the Pokemon challenge. It's not because I was just lazy and I didn't feel like doing it, it's because I have a kind of moral objection to, you know, the suffering that these little Pokemon have to go through, just for the pleasure of a few sick, twisted people who want to fight with them. It's just wrong. So, if you still want to punish me for not getting involved in the challenge, then so be it, but I don't think I should personally be punished because, you know, it's not like I just wasn't bothered about doing it, it was the fact that it went against what I believed in, so I think you should take pity on me and just kind of encourage people to stand up for what they believe in, instead of just going along with the crowd. So yeah, if you want to punish me next week, that's up to you guys. You can do if you like for not getting involved with the Pokemon challenge. In fact, Charlie, I'll leave it up to you, seeing as you kind of start the whole Pokemon thing, and also because you're getting punished next week yourself, I just think it would be nice for you to choose the punishment for me. So yeah, Charlie, I'll leave that up to you. Also, Charlie, you are getting punished next week because you lost on the nerdfighter card. And seeing as Todd didn't come up with a different punishment idea from Alex's, I think I'm just going to go along with Alex's as well. I think it would be nice for us guys to have a week off and for you to just post a video every single day next week. So yeah, that is your punishment. So yeah, Charlie, I look forward to seeing you on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday next week. And the rest of you guys, have a good week off, and I'll see you again in a couple of weeks' time.